YouTube, Crown Vic Nation. What's going on, everybody? Yes, we getting there. It has been a long journey just to make it here. And like I said, I'm going to make friends with somebody who working on cars. That way, at least, if I get a day or two of help, that'll push me. I'll give, a couple $100, for some hours of work. Not no all day thing, but just on little knick-knack stuff that could, make this process quicker, because trust me, this is not easy. This is not for the faint of heart. And I know a lot of people, when we gonna get it done? When is it done? It's done. You're starting tomorrow. Oh, look, when you do stuff like this from bare blocking up, it does take time, and you have to put time. You got kids, you got things you got to do. So something like this is a major time-consuming piece of art. I'm not going to even know it's a piece of art, because it will take you some time to do this by yourself, and not accounting if you got to take things to the machine shop. So, Crown Victoria Nation, I appreciate you guys sticking along. My son Maurice has helped me through this. Shout out to him. Daddy loves you. And like I say, I'm trying to teach boys to learn this stuff early, because later on in life, hey, you might go through some issues with your car. You don't have to take it to the machine or shop. Pay them their hourly wage. You get out here. This is how I learned through my brother, who was there for me, who taught me, who inspired me to do this. Rest in peace to him. So, Crown Victoria Nation, I appreciate you guys sticking along. As you can see, we got the intake on. Everything is kind of loosely put on. I'm going to go around and get everything A1. Like I say, at this particular point, I know what needs to go on, what is and what ain't. Because I've always modified a Crown Vic from, like this, closed engine, intake, and everything up. So I've always took this stuff off. So it is not new to me to get it back on. AC, everything down there is plugged in. Remember this bracket right here. That is one of the grounds to your fuse box. You'll need that. There's a couple other grounds over there if you have any issues. And there's some grounds over in here also. So, Crown Vic Nation. We got MMRs. I forgot what they call them. Noxide coated. As you know, most of these come with missing one of those. So I did use one of the stock bolts back there somewhere. So, she's coming along. Only thing I have to do from here is hook up the catalytic converters and the catalytic converters, the oxygen. Remember, Crown Victoria Nation, I ain't gonna leave without secrets to get this. This is a brand new NTK, which is a stock style. And as I said, when you take this engine out, you're going to have that drive shaft in your way. So your best bet is to break that O2 sensor before you take it. Now, maybe if you're doing just the engine, you can tilt the engine this way and push it towards the passenger side and get it out. But if you're pulling the engine in trans and you don't want to damage anything, you're going to need to get that oxygen sensor out before you pull the engine out of the vehicle, because that stern shaft is going to get in your way, and you don't want to have to undo that, because that's just a hassle to just simply break it off, break the oxygen sensor off, use a impact to get the bottom part out. It's no big deal. I've done it twice, and that's your best bet. Believe you me. So radiator is on. Modified power steering, all that. You can see I used that one. Brand new power steering pump, all that. So everything as far as in this front half, computer is hooked up. Let's talk about another thing, guys. Let's talk about the thing of break-in oil. For me, I even saw there was another channel. They used this 10W40 on a Coyote, and as you know, a Coyote is not a brother and sister, but it's a close cousin of these modular motors. Coyote is his own generation, but it is similar in clearances and how they operate and all that. So 10W40, some cheap STP filter. You know, you don't need to spend, AMSOIL and all these 8VP, all these high dollar racing break-in oils that are, they put a few little additives in and charge you $200 and you dump it out within 30 minutes. I mean, that's not necessary. When you have a new engine as of something like this, you're going to have metal flakes in there. And even you guys that get new engines from the factory, you would never notice metal flakes because you're not cutting open oil filters. And about time, the metal shavings go away, you have changed your oil enough that those things are gone, because new parts will wear with each other. So you're going to have some metal shavings, and I know a lot of you guys cut open air, the oil filters and everything. You're going to have metal shavings. I mean, it's going to be a simple fact, because you got new parts going, rubbing against each other. But that's one of the protections that I'm using, trying to use a thicker oil instead of 5W20 or lower. So once I go to my break-in process, I will go to 5W50 once we get 5,000 miles or so. But for the time being, I'm going to just use these, change the oil 3 times, synthetic, full synthetic, and go from there. So like I say, I have the coils. These are eBay coils. Never had a problem out of them. I actually bought somebody else them also. These are them. And just simply what you do is just get a little package of this from AutoZone, dielectric grease, put a little in the boot, put it on there, and good to go. I've never had a problem. I actually had a problem with the stock Ford ones, but I'm guessing that they were used high mileage. So Crown Vic Nation, I appreciate you guys sticking along. I do have a tune for Marty already, guys. I do have the tune for Marty. I got to get it downloaded. It's a base file. I told him what I was trying to do. I do have some EGR issues that I got to figure out, and I believe it's something with the fuel tank. I'm going to have to put the pump out of this car into here, which is good because I use some certain connectors that way I can just disconnect it and connect it and use those connectors that I'll show you the whole thing. But it's also on one of my fuel pump videos. You can also see how I hooked up this car also, which is a 2011. So I'm going to need a fuel pump on here, and I'm going to have to figure out those EGR issues. So, Crown Victoria Nation, I hope this wasn't too long. Got to get a few more things buttoned up, and we should have her running soon. Show your boy a thumbs up. Make Crown Vics great again. Make America great again. Do the right thing. Support Crown Vics. Peace.